for your journal to be a place where you can process thoughts freely, where you can bring your whole self to the table and just admire the beauty of who you are and where you're at. That's what I want for you. Hi everyone, welcome to Dinosaur Life, a place where we live life to the fullest. 5 ways not to journal. Don't do these things. Journaling should be a beneficial experience. It can be a calming experience. It can be energizing. There can be self-discovery and self-reflection, but overall, it should be good and positive. But I have 5 things today that I want to share with you that can make it a negative experience. Number 1, do not feel like you have to make an account of every single thing that happened in your day or every single thought that you have in your head. This is the one that gets me, and it really gets me to procrastinate. Because I'm like, oh, I don't have time to write every single thing that happened down on my paper. And then, I don't spend the 10 minutes journaling, and I don't reap the benefits of having those 10 minutes of journaling. So don't fool yourself into thinking that you have to make an account of every single little thing. Take that pressure off. That's literally impossible. It's never gonna happen. Today, I did this. And then I did this. And then after that, this happened. And then I did this. And next I did this. Oh, and don't forget that between those things, I actually did this thing. What I suggest doing is choose one prompt or choose one focus for your journal session. If you have a hard time with that, check out the videos on my channel. I've got tons of Journal With Me videos. That's what we do here, so we can choose a topic and process it together. Number 2, you don't have to limit yourself to just words. Journaling can take many forms and mediums. If you want to use markers, colored pencils, paints, collages, whatever, it's still journaling. It's still taking time for yourself to express yourself. And it doesn't have to be words if you don't want it to be. Number 3, don't journal as if you are the next Anne Frank. Mini lesson here if you don't know who Anne Frank is. She was a young Jewish woman in the Netherlands during World War II who wrote in a diary, and it was published into a book. So it's a beautiful account of her experience during these really difficult times. And I don't know if you do this, but I do it. Maybe I'm a little crazy. Sometimes I feel like I'm writing an account of the times as if my diary is going to be this epic historical account. And honestly, that's not what I'm going for. I'm never going to publish this thing. I never even really want anyone to see it. So if you feel that way, don't have these thoughts of like my journal or diary has to be this perfect account of my life or this perfect account of the things going on in the world. Your journal is for you only, unless you want to publish it. And in that case, I suggest you do it. Number 4, kind of on the same page as writing an historical published account, don't write your journal as if your parents, your sibling, your partner is going to read it. Unless you want them to read it, no one should be seeing your journal. So you don't need to write it as if someone else is going to be seeing it. I think that this just adds a lot of pressure when your writing becomes something that's not for you. When you're writing as if someone else is going to be seeing it and experiencing it, it really changes the way that you're able to be honest and vulnerable in your journal. Dear Diary, my mom is so awesome. How did I get so lucky to have such a great mom? Christmas is coming, and this year I would like a trampoline. Last tip, number 5. This is the practical one. Don't forget to write that date down. If you ever go back through your journal and you're reading your past thoughts, you're gonna wanna know the date. So don't forget that one when you're writing. And those are my 5 tips on ways not to journal. Overall, what I'm getting at here is if you do those 5 things, you're going to be creating a space that is hostile, a place where you can't be vulnerable or honest with yourself. And what I want for you and for your journaling experience is for your journal to be a place where you can process thoughts freely, where you can bring your whole self to the table and just admire the beauty of who you are and where you're at. That's what I want for you. So I hope that these help you. Be sure to check out my other videos and journal with me here sometime. I'll see you later. Bye.